Welcome to the Snapshots of History channel. Hi, today we're sharing rare historical photos, each with its own unique story to tell. Let's take a look at these fascinating moments from the past together. This photo from 1908 shows the world's largest baseball player, weighing 450 pounds. He was a member of the Citizens baseball team from Emporium, Pennsylvania. Despite his impressive size, he stood proudly among other players, admired for his determination and passion for the game. This photo, taken in 1923, captures the moment of constructing the iconic Hollywoodland sign in Los Angeles. Initially, it was an advertisement for a new housing development, and the sign was meant to be temporary. Later, in 1949, the sign was shortened to the now famous Hollywood, becoming a symbol of the film industry. This photo, titled The Listeners, was taken in 1966 in London, England. It shows 3 underground water inspectors checking for possible leaks in the pipes beneath Rosebery Road. They're using special ash sticks with ear-tipped ends that help them detect the sound of water leaking through the pipes. In this 1979 photo, an engineer is working on a 250 megabyte hard drive. By today's standards, this massive device looks enormous, though at the time, it was cutting-edge data storage technology. This stunning photo, taken in 1911, shows the massive propellers of the legendary Titanic. The people standing beside them look dwarfed by these enormous parts of the ship. The image captures the sheer scale of what was the largest and most luxurious ocean liner in the world at the time. This 1940s photo shows Margaret Bor White, one of the first female photojournalists working for Life magazine in the USSR. Known for her daring reports, she was the first woman to go to the front lines during World War II. The large camera and her determined expression emphasize the gravity of her work in war zones. This 1882 photo shows the creation of the left hand of the Statue of Liberty in France. Sculptors are working on the framework, which would later be covered with copper plates. This was part of the grand project gifted by France to the United States. The statue, a symbol of freedom and democracy, would eventually stand in New York and become one of the world's most iconic landmarks. This 1936 photo from New South Wales, Australia, shows chariots pulled by motorcycles. It was a spectacular and unusual moment, displayed at a stadium during Police Day celebrations. These modern motorcycle chariots replaced horses with roaring engines, creating an exciting show that blended ancient traditions with new technologies. This 1956 photo shows workers cleaning a canal in Venice, removing the accumulated silt and debris. Venice, famous for its scenic canals, requires regular maintenance, and this image captures the hard manual labor needed to keep the waterways clear. Workers use wheelbarrows and rails to transport the sludge, while residents observe from above. This 1945 photo features Linda Christian, known as the first Bond girl. Linda was a popular actress of her time, and her role in the 1954 film Casino Royale made her an iconic figure in cinema. The image captures her natural beauty and confidence, embodying the glamour of post-war Hollywood. This photo depicts an unusual military tactic used by German General Leto Vorbeck during World War I in German East Africa. The youngest soldier in the troop would jump last in line, inside an elephant's leg, to stomp over and erase the tracks, disguising the movement of the army. This was one of the many clever guerrilla warfare methods the general employed to outsmart enemies and maneuver through the challenging African terrain. This 1936 photo, taken in Cliftonville, England, captures the Miss Beautiful Eyes contest. Contestants are lined up in swimsuits with their faces covered by special boxes, allowing the judges to evaluate only their eyes. This unique approach was designed to ensure that the participants' overall appearance wouldn't influence the judges' decisions. This 1931 photo shows a man on a beach getting a ticket for indecent dress. A police officer writing him a ticket for violating the dress code. Bathing suits of those times had to completely cover the torso. This shot is a reminder of the strict rules regarding public morality and fashion in the early 20th century. This 1950s photo features Anita Ekberg, the Swedish sex symbol of the era. Anita gained fame for her role in Federico Fellini's film La Dolce Vita, where her stunning beauty and charisma became iconic. She was a true star of her time, known for her allure and liberated image, making her one of Hollywood's most recognizable figures. This photo features the legendary Romanian gymnast Nardia Ki, who became the first athlete in history to score a perfect 10.0 at an international competition. This historic moment took place at the 1976 Montreal Olympics, where she amazed the world with her flawless technique and grace on the balance beam. This 1970 photo, taken aboard the patrol ship SSK-62 Irkutsk Komsomolets in Vladivostok, shows a rather unusual educational conversation about moral and patriotic values. One crew member is tied and hanging over the water, while another holds him by the hair. Such methods were likely used to maintain discipline among sailors, though to modern viewers, they might seem quite shocking. This 1920s photo shows a man using an acoustic listening device, a type of human radar. These devices were used before the invention of radar to detect approaching aircraft by sound. They amplified sound and helped military personnel spot aerial threats long before they could be seen. The image highlights early technological efforts in defense systems. This 1895 photo captures a quiet corner of Las Vegas, which looked vastly different from the city we know today. A man sits with his dog on a small platform by a stream next to a modest adobe house. This peaceful and rural scene stands in stark contrast to the Las Vegas known for its bright lights and casinos. In the late 19th century, it was just a small settlement in the desert. This photo shows German prisoners of war in an American camp watching a newsreel about the atrocities committed in Nazi concentration camps. Many appear deeply disturbed. Some cover their faces, while others sit in shock. This was one of the ways the Allies sought to confront the prisoners with the harsh reality of the Holocaust and Nazi crimes. This 1948 photo captures a fisherman practicing night fishing in Hawaii. He uses a torch attached to a special frame to illuminate the water and attract fish. This traditional fishing method was popular among locals and allowed for successful catches during the night, creating a striking scene against the backdrop of the dark ocean.